not a proper man. You're the biggest walking, talking contradiction on this corner of YouTube. You know, you're nothing but a fanny. You know, you're just a fat idiot. You're a deadbeat dad. You know, you've got, you know, you're talking about buying 100 grand cars. Your car's about 20, 30 grand at best. You know, you're a fucking absolute melt, mate. You're a sausage. You know, you're a sorry excuse of a man, is what you are, Brett. You know, you chose to fight Shadowboxer when you could have fought me. Because you're the shithouse, mate. You know, you're petrified, mate. That's what you are. You know, the list goes on of what you are, Brett. You know, the list goes on. Now, the only reason I'm addressing you, mate, is because you've mentioned Ricky Colleen. You know, and that's why, if you know, Brett, look, I'm going to title this video, my reply to Brett May, and it'll do good numbers. You do good numbers, because you're the laughing stock of this corner. You know, people know what you are. You're a proper div, mate. Like the biggest div on this corner of YouTube. Everyone knows it, and everyone's entertained by it, me included. You know, am I bothered that you've mentioned my name? No, I'm not. Here I am, cashing in, mate. Cashing in, your big, fat, sweaty, stinking, long-nailed ass. You know, do us a favour. Cut your toenails, start training calves, lose some weight, stop being a salad dodger, you know, stop telling lies, you know, and brush your fucking teeth, have a wash, you big fat smelly bastard, and have a proper fight with a proper man. You know, I'm not coming to 3D Fight Club, mate, because I've got better things to do with my life.